Are you gonna record it?
Yeah, we're good now.
Awesome.
We're recording now.
Okay. All right. We are Team We Market You, and this is our consumer persona presentation by Anai, Selena, Andre, and Nick.
So our first persona is Julie. Julie is a 40-year-old mother and a professional attorney. While juggling a household and a successful career, she is still looking for great recreation opportunities for her and her family. She typically schedules some type of recreational activity for her family at least once a month. Her family typically does something that involves physical activity because they are all fit and healthy.
So Julie found out about Bobby's Bike Bag through the Instagram page, word of mouth, and a quick Google search. She buys from Bobby's Bike Bag because of the company's reputation through its history and reviews. She was also recommended by a friend. Her pain points are the quality of service, um, Bobby's Bike Bag providing accurate information, how the service is organized, the amount of people in each tour, and then how long the tours take. She doesn't want to spend a lot of money, and what she wants to know is how enjoyable the tours are, how much of Chicago will she get to see, how fun it is, will there be any new food she can try, and then she wants to know if she'll learn about the Chicago culture.
Julie would fall into the primary target audience because she wants to get to know Chicago's culture. She has more interest in learning about Chicago, and she can also afford the bike tour. So she falls in the middle.
So our second persona is Brenda. Brenda is an adventurous 22-year-old and a recent college grad who tries to leave no stone unturned in her city of Chicago. Brenda leads an active and fast-paced lifestyle. She doesn't go out of her way to exercise or participate in physical recreation, but she stays fit because of her lifestyle. She's living at home with her family while she figures out her employment situation due to COVID-19, although she has some disposable income from her family.
Brenda find about Bobby's Bike Hype by their Facebook page, Google search, and word of mouth. Brenda buys from Bobby's Bike Hype. It's the company's reputation. She was also referred by a friend who had taken a tour before. Some of her pain points will be that she's concerned that potential monetary of the tours might bar her. Also, she cares about the organization and the time of each tour. What she doesn't want to spend a lot of money and pay for a boring tour. She wants to know how enjoyable the tour is, if she wants to know if it's a good experience, and she wants to know if they offer an exotic cuisine.
Brenda would be considered the secondary optimal target audience because she can afford the tour and she does want to explore her hometown, but doesn't necessarily need to because she is a recent college grad. There are other things for her to do in the city, so she can't. Yeah. So she falls in between the two.
So our third and final persona is Mike. Mike is an extremely dedicated neurosurgeon who puts his job and his patients above anything else. This recently divorced doctor spends most of his time working, but when he isn't working, he likes to split his time between shopping and going on short jogs throughout the city. Mike is joined by his professional colleagues when he is in Chicago. He is always looking for something to do with his peers while they aren't working.
Mike find about Bobby's Bike Hype through their Yelp page, word of mouth, and Google search. What Mike buys from Bobby Bike Hype is the company reputation, as well as he was recommended by a friend who had taken the tour before. Some of his pain points will be the joy of the tour itself, the experience of the staff, the organization of the service is very important to him, and the quality of the tours. What he doesn't want is to surprise with any fees or any cancellations. He wants to know how enjoyable the experience is, how much of the city is to explore, and how fun it is. And he also wants to know if there are any limited tours.
Mike is considered the primary optimal target audience because he has a high salary, so the price isn't a problem. He has a finite amount of time, so so he does feel like he needs to see the city, and he is interested in how well they put together their tours.
So based off of these personas, we have a couple recommendations who to market primarily. The first is people with established careers. Second is people who are with a group, such as a group of doctors or a family. People that are only in town for a finite amount of time, and then people that want to explore more of the city of Chicago.
Also, we have who to market to secondary base of personas. We have college-age people who have other options for recreations. Also, people who permanently live in the city. And lastly, we have people who don't have a lot of extra income.